One of the biggest lessons I learned during spiritual awakening is that not everyone who talks about consciousness is actually conscious. One of the biggest lessons on the spiritual path is learning discernment. When you first awaken, you naturally feel drawn to others who speak about consciousness, energy, healing and awakening. But something many people eventually realize is this: not everyone who talks about spirituality is actually living it. True awakening is not measured by the knowledge someone shares, it's measured by their behavior, humility, and integrity. Here are some red flags to watch for. 1. They speak about love and light, but behave with ego and cruelty. Anyone can repeat spiritual phrases. But if someone regularly shows gossip, jealousy, manipulation, cruelty towards others, then their actions are not aligned with the consciousness they claim to embody. True spiritual growth creates more compassion, not more ego. 2. They believe they are more awakened than everyone else. One of the clearest signs someone is still operating from ego is when they claim spiritual superiority. Statements like, "I'm more awakened than most people," "You're just not on my level yet," "Only I understand the truth." Real awakening brings humility. The more conscious someone becomes, the more they realize there is always more to learn. 3. They try to control or influence others. False spiritual teachers often try to position themselves as authority figures. They may tell people what to think, try to control others' beliefs, discourage independent thinking, create dependence on their guidance. Authentic spiritual growth encourages personal sovereignty, not control. A true guide helps others trust their own intuition, not replace it. 4. They drain your energy instead of expanding it. Your body and intuition are powerful guides. After interacting with someone aligned with truth and integrity, you usually feel calm, inspired, uplifted, empowered. But when someone is operating from ego or shadow, you may feel drained, anxious, confused, emotionally exhausted. Your nervous system often senses misalignment before your mind understands it. 5. They cannot take accountability. Everyone on the spiritual path is still human. Mistakes happen. But someone truly committed to growth will acknowledge when they are wrong. False awakened individuals often blame others for everything, refuse to apologize, play the victim, twist situations to avoid responsibility. True awakening requires deep self-reflection and accountability. Without that, growth cannot happen. Spiritual awakening is not about perfection. It is about integrity, humility, and continuous growth. The most awakened souls are rarely the loudest or the most self-proclaimed. They are usually the ones quietly living with kindness, authenticity, and truth. And the most powerful skill you can develop on this path is simple: discernment. Because protecting your energy is not negativity. It is wisdom.